Well, I just hit the streaming button, so I guess we're ready now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all zero of you in the stream so far. I'm already slurring over my words, so I'm off to a good start. Welcome to the RGL Intermediate Season 13 quarterfinals. First seeded tf2 team versus 8th seed Dad2 Back with Milk and the Henry Kissinger death celebration party. That's right, baby. Henry Kissinger has died today, and the world has moved just that little bit closer to world peace. Rest in peace, Bozo. You're going to hell. We shall not miss you a little bit. My name is Just Jazz, everybody's favorite boomer I am medic. Joining me tonight on the cast is my partner in crime, the man I have, I think, the fifth most logs with since I've been back, or really since I've been playing sixes altogether. Shoutouts to the other four in front of him, but they don't really matter right now because what matters right now is we have Loot on the mic with us for this cast and Henry Kissinger death celebration party. Loot, how are you?
I'm good. Just celebrating, the happenings of today. I see we got a crab brave on stream.
Got a crab wave. We got the Yakuza guys dancing. And then rest in peace, Bozo, smoking that Henry Kissinger pack. We love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah, one down on the Boomer Death Watch list many to go. So
Yep. So tonight we are going to be watching. Let me send you the match. Did I send you the match page? I think I did. Tonight
yeah,
we are going to be watching a, like I said, the IM playoff match between TF2 team versus Dad2 Back with Milk. I
is
for
seats 1 versus 8.
Yes, correct. For uh what's that thing when somebody explains their affiliation with something uh before they start reporting on it?
Disclaimer.
Yes,
I don't,
disclaimer, something. I am actually rostered on TF2 team. I know, big surprise. Normally I'm on Bro Moment this season. I was involved
the
in some
trolling got out of hand.
I was involved in some roster drama. We don't have to get in here. Shout outs. I'm not going to say that. That'd be very rude. But I was involved
You
in
were gonna
some
shout
drama.
out a player that's not in this match.
Yeah, but I'm not that mean. Instead, I'm just going to explain the joke. Instead, let me mute my stream. Um, and so
I know the joke.
you got the joke, but we don't have to explain it any more than we did. Um, and so,
Should we talk about these teams before they're
Uh,
all here?
well, I was gonna say, so I'm rostered on TF2 team. I'm not rostered on Bromo this season, but next season I am. So yeah, TF2 team undefeated across the season, a flat 16-0 record, very impressive by the TF2 team versus Dad2, uh, back with milk, whatever the fuck that means. Eighth seed, 9-7. Loot, you have played against both of these teams this season. I think I played against Dad2. What can you tell us about these guys?
Well, so TF2 team right at the start of the season had a player named Miski Works playing for them that pretty well everyone thought was hard carrying them, but to their credit, they managed to finish out the season without him, without losing. So obviously, it couldn't have been that important, right? But he was doing like 500 DPM in games when he was playing, and I think it's partly that like Untamed is his replacement on demo is a good player, not as much of a carry, but I think they balanced it out a bit by picking up Wide Face on Pocket Scout. So they're still a pretty balanced roster overall. So we got rolled when we played them. The other team we lost on, I don't even remember, one of the bad maps because, but we felt like that game should have been winnable. Is the thing, you know. Um, The thing I will say about this dad team is their roamer is like the most annoying player in the entire div to play against that I've encountered. So they have that going for them.
The map that we lost against them, I that was the one where I came in rain,
I
right?
don't remember. Was it Villa or was it Sultry?
I think it was Villa, because Villa. No, it was Sultry, because Sultry is the worst map that I have played in sixes
Anyway,
ever.
we're a no scrim team, so we had like never played the map before.
Yeah, and by the way, if the map maker is listening, he, you got to fix it. Listen to what the invite players tell you. I'm sure they love having last holds that go on forever and ever and ever. We can't actually capture the point. Um, until then,
At,
I'm team remove Sultry until they figure it out. Let's replace it with Granary or
at
Little
at
Rust.
any rate, there'll be no Sultry tonight because tf2 team, I believe, banned it, but Villa is the third map.
Yes. So yeah, tonight's maps: Process, the perennial pug favorite, Gully Wash, my personal favorite, and just a classic map, has been in TF2
It's a
for
good
as long as
spectator
I
map
remember.
too.
Yeah, it's very clean, very easy, and a lot of fun. And then Villa, which is actually making its return into the map pool for the first time since like season 8, I believe. We're in season 13 now, for reference. And actually, when we played it earlier this season, I quite enjoyed it. Um, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. I thought it was bad when I got back to NA because I had never played it before in Oz Fortress. Um,
They changed it a lot since the previous version of it, but I don't know, I like some of the changes, dislike some of the others. The one thing about Villa is that the last is actually kind of interesting. I don't know.
yeah, I think the last is interesting. Hold on, I'm just making a few adjustments to my OBS so we can have a scoreboard because I am just doing everything on the fly tonight. So excuse me, apologies for the screen clutter. Hopefully everything looks good when it is on the full size. But I, it's, anyway, I don't know words apparently. Yeah, so the maps tonight again, Process. We're starting out with Process. What is there to say about Process? We've all played it. It's often the first map that we play in Pugs, if not the second map after either Snake Water or
Sunshine
Sunshine.
more often.
Yeah, one of those three. And so that's the one we're starting on. I initially, when I first started playing sixes, I didn't like Process a whole lot, mostly because I hate the sniper class with the fiery passion. Shout out to Beans Pugs, by the way, my own pug server where we play no sniper exclusive pugs. So if you love playing sniper, go to Two Fort. It's one of those maps where it really has a role for every player, a lot of space and height and things to bomb off of if you are the soldiers. If you are one of the scout players, a lot of space to run into and to pressure the other team with. And the demo is just the demo. He's always going to do what the demo does. I really like the flanks options that you have in terms of pushing in and out of mid, going through IT for a long sneaky flank, or rushing through sewer, or just bombing through the choke. I think the last is probably the best last in the game in terms of the options that you can go through. Door one for a quick one if they're holding on the back left. Door two, normally you don't see a lot of door two pushes, but door three and four, or even go in door five to go for a long slow push, I really enjoy. So hopefully this should be a good map. I know the boys on TF2 team were scrimming it. We scrimmed with them last night actually, and they did very well. So what about you, Loot? What do you like about Process? What do you hate about Process? The first map of the night.
First thing comes to my mind when I think about process is yes, everyone on your team knows what to do on it because they've played it a million times, but all your opponents do as well. And sometimes that means it can be, for instance, really hard to sack in the second because there's like they know exactly what you're going to try. Um, Sometimes it's really easy to hold last, but it can be deceptively hard to push out a last compared to some of the other map pool. So sometimes you just sit there and stalemate and fucking reset. Am I allowed to say fuck?
Yes, absolutely, especially on my stream.
So yeah, I mean it's one of those maps that if you're boring, you can just sit on last for 5 minutes and or 4 minutes, whatever the timer is in this rule set, and never actually have to push out and just mid fight again. Especially if you're confident in your mid fight. It can be, I think, meta on mid fights has changed a little in the last couple seasons, where teams used to always rotate, and I see a lot more central mids now on this map, where the demo just kind of stands in the middle until you don't really commit to a side. I think it's easier to get your med out that way. If you rotate, you're just like stuck behind them if you're losing.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting tactical switch because I remember when I moved from Australia back to NA and started playing RGL, because I started playing when I was living in Australia. I didn't start playing when I had much more free time in college, uh, when I was living in North America. Um, is that the Aussies almost exclusively do that central mid where you, as you say, your demo plays in the middle, and you're more posturing up, waiting for initial damage to bomb and move off of, as opposed to the more rotational mids where it's like a ring around the rosy, catch the stragglers, or initiate with a bomb off of the demo's damage, but like in a rotational way. It's a very it actually it took me a while to get used to it. I'd be like playing mids. Oh shit, we're live. I'd be playing these
Yeah, we're
mids and
live.
like, what the hell is going? I don't understand any of this, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it was my team season 9 or 10 that was the first time I ever actually saw that rotational mid. So, but on the other hand, I don't play that much, so it's probably been around longer than that. That's
We
when
are
it was really
live.
popular. Yeah, I've seen
Spamming.
both teams kind of feeling it out, right?
Yeah,
Really
just
trying
spamming
to get
stickies. Blue's taking their right-hand side pretty well, and red with the rotation. Now the
he
blue
goes
med
down
has
first,
gone down.
yeah.
Actually, it's a full collapse on blue. They just have to pick off this one player. Does he hit the pipe?
He pulled out his stick. He probably could have got a rocket off there, but he pulled out his stick.
Yeah, so that's
I
a
don't think a rocket would have killed Rocker anyway, so.
yeah, that is a clean first mid from tf2 team, a decisive wipe, and now hopefully Untamed is getting some stickies to deny these crit heals up front. They're actually going out on the left-hand side, anticipating that Jaguar actually on the sniper, but with the Huntsman now he's getting up on the NG class. So it's going to be a last hold, full Uber advantage for tf2 team.
They're taking their time. I haven't even gone in lobby yet.
Yeah, just
Looks
buffing
like
up.
they're
I think they were just
probably
waiting
going
for their...
spree.
Yeah.
I think my game crashed.
Well, mine is still open. They are going to use in. There is one gun up. It's still not down. The dispenser's actually blocking it. Actually, the gun's up on one side. The dispenser's up on the other. They have not found their frag. They find their first frag on the soldier class. A lot of cap time on the point already, and they're just getting the frags that they need left, right, and center. Scout down, demo down. It's just the medic up, and that's going to be the first round to TF2 team in a very convincing fashion.
Almost held that. 2 players fairly low health left.
Yeah, I think it helped because Jaguar Fiend had a bit of an
But the
interesting...
demo got a 3k with his stickies on point, that's why.
Yeah, and Jaguar Fiend actually did a little bit of a... he had the sentry on one side, but then set up a dispenser on the other, and they were confused a little bit, which just buys you that little bit of time, which can make all the difference on these last holds. And now I think we're seeing a bit more of a left rotation from everybody.
It looks like the same mid. They're just in the valley, blue team getting collapsed on, but they managed to actually kill those soldiers without losing their med this time. And Rocker's alone in choke now.
That's going to be Rocker
Just
down.
taken down easily. Yeah. Untamed is behind with 30 health. They can just leave him there. He's probably just going to sticky the sewer doors. Is he going to bomb or something? Either. He's just going to spam pipes. Yeah.
Miracle pipes. Bro, use your stickies!
I would have thought he'd probably bomb out of the shutter or something at least, and then you die faster too, if nothing else.
Yeah, you die faster and you get that opportunity just to get on the med. I mean, he was on 111 health, which isn't ideal.
Yeah, but it's either that or you sticky shutters and get a pick behind, but
Yeah.
I guess you kind of just want to die. So anyway, opposite of last mid, we got blue at full ad this time, but red is trying to hold second a little bit. I heard a sniper shot ring out. There's chill on the sniper there.
Chills on the sniper. Big bomb in. They're gonna use...
Traits
I don't know if they got force or they're
used
going to
really
go
early.
through one. Well, they
Not
get in
getting
through
much
one.
this
Rocker's
Uber,
on the ground, and he... Ooh.
They all die in the post.
Rocker had
Not
some masterful
really good.
dodging and weaving to avoid the demo spam there. That's his experience showing. Jaguar Fiend gonna go down.
No one soldier hiding there. No one comes through that door, so he's not gonna get anything. But that could have been dangerous.
They're gonna deny 2 with this cap 2, so this is an
That sniper
opportunity
in forward spawn.
for them to go forward.
It's about to peek.
They lose 1 on the retake, but
He waited way too long to peek the sniper here. They're all through and they're on point. He waited way too long to peek that shutter.
Yeah, now they're just continuing to storm forward. They've actually still got this.
Rocker is in second. He walked out, and Rocker's in second, so he can't even go for it. But he gets a scout for it. Doesn't stop the cap. Stuck behind on sniper. Wait, red dropped. Rocker dropped to Fathom. I didn't see how he died. It says, yeah. STV stats. Red's medic dropped. Give blue like 70 ad here, but they're in their last with this sniper getting out lobby. Nobody found him.
The sniper
No one?
lives too.
He lives.
Oh, he's
Oh,
being
still
hard
face
chased.
yeah.
Jin, that's
Just
white
missed
face,
somebody.
right? Jin
Yeah.
is white face.
Yes.
I need an STV config, a player alias config. Godfather, if you're listening, tell me how to get this. So now it's a full Uber advantage on the
Sniper
side
on a
of
red instead.
Plinko. Plinko, actually the oldest med in IM this season at like 50 years old, older than I am, which is saying a lot. He's going to bomb into the
Surely
choke.
oldest player in general.
I think so. And actually there's a...
Soldier on last
back?
3 back for him.
Yeah, back cap, 3 back. So they flip-flop the ad, and they're
They
actually
get a couple
going
guys
in
in
for
the second while they send the
retake right
back.
now. Jaguar's on the med. Does not pick him up. Rocker living.
No force because he was only at 80. So they'll be, yeah, leapfrogging to full ad red again now.
Yeah, a bit unlucky on that retake and not to get Rocker, but both teams playing well here. This has been a very exciting first 5 minutes of this match. And now with a full Uber advantage, they've got to make sure they
Going
clear
for
these
one.
corners.
See if they spot this trap. They don't, but he doesn't dead.
The demo's just putting a bomb in. Whiteface on an AK. Can they find this sentry gun though? They find Plinko, but this med is fading in heaven, and he is going to go down.
Oh, it looks soldier behind. They have to know he's there. I'm sure, right? They know the soldier's behind. Well, he gets the
Cap9,
demo.
he does get the demo. He does not live the rest of the way though. But that lack of the demo to hold down that choke on a 12-second respawn is going to give tf2 team a chance to push as fast as they can. There is a scout fighting them on the point. Rocker's on crits too, by the way. And this is where the re-entering comes in. They're just taking the space, walking straight at them. Huge pipe. Does he connect? He does not connect. Where's this blue soldier? He's going to die. And so they don't get the cap. And now...
3 down for blue, and they're on crits to said.
Yeah, and so they're just going to walk it straight in. Getting early cap time.
They'll just cap without using or anything. Yep. That feeding 3 in second there was not really good for... That comes back to what I was saying earlier about sometimes it's really dangerous to push on this map. If you're... Like, all sort of came from that one scout sitting in a corner and them not really checking for him.
Where is he hiding?
And he was same spot as the soldier last time, just like lower lobby door on the rock there.
I see.
And he just distracted long enough for the team to peek choke hard and fight with him. Looks like blue's actually playing left this time instead of right. They gotta clean up that early bomb soldier faster than that. They lose their demo and med. Rocker's still alive. They're kind of low numbers. Probably back out and wait for spawns here. Yeah, it's just those two.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
One of those mid-fight wins for red that shows as a loss in the logs, you know?
Yeah. You keep your med alive, but you don't get the midpoint, but like, you know, I'll take the Uber advantage
We
any
have
day of the
secured
week.
the control point.
Thank you very much. And so that is going to give them this opportunity to start their re-aggression when they so choose.
Yeah, and it's a good map for pushing into mid without having to use your Uber too.
Yeah, no demo, so there's no traps set up in the choke point at all. They're going to have to be careful for the soldier bombs in. Ooh, big
Gets
force.
a force and a trade.
And they actually pick up another one too. Level 39 Goblin. I don't know what his actual alias is, but he managed to pick
That's
up
Pyroclastic Flow. That's
Pyroclastic.
his RGL name anyway. I think he used to have a different name, but I can't remember what it is.
I'm gonna message my buddy real quick.
I feel like Fredo said who that was one time, and I can't remember.
Messaging my buddy how to get alias config from the match page. Once I get that, we'll get it set up so I fully know who is who and can call them by their real proper names. And this is a Scuff cast. This is Just Jazz version of Amateur Hour. Shout out to Strongest Caster over on his own Twitch. I believe he's casting AM playoff. We don't care about that because we're here.
Coming in and not really doing much. He gets his trade anyway. Seemed like that guy would have been really easy to focus down if...
Yeah, they're going to have to take an exchange here. They could drop their demo. They keep them alive. They've actually picked up one as well, but they don't really have the space. But are they going to chase this demo down? There is a soldier. He's got the bomb on the point. He's going after the demo. What does he get? He gets shots to the face, shots, and he is in the respawn queue, but it's just, I think, Flugel or Jaguar. Flugel not able to convert on the med. Soldier hiding in sewer as well. Whiteface
One up
has no
scout,
idea
yeah.
what's going on. But that's okay because I believe MIDI, the colon arrow,
The control point is being
cleans him
contested.
up. So this
I
is
thought
gonna
that was going to be bad for TF2 team because they're holding so far back on the exchange there, but they just had like much better DM and focus fire in the post and just killed everyone, so.
Yeah. Well, it's another full Uber advantage for them. They're getting their buffs, passing around, see what they can get. There is a player lurking 5, and Whiteface is just going to disrespect fight him. He's going to be taken down as a result. They're just walking it in now. Uber has not been used yet. This is a big milk, and they finally use. The health is a little bit not on the great side. They've got to get some frags, or they've got to get this cap time ASAP, and that's what they're doing with Chill, getting a lot of cap time.
Too far to get on point.
Yep, and that's going to be 3-0. A really fast start for TF2 team against Dad 2 back with milk. Whatever that. Oh, I get it. It's the second dad. It's your step. I don't know. Back with milk. They're back with milk, but they have no points on the board, so they're not doing too well. They should have spent their money on better DM, I guess, instead of...
I thought it was a like go to the store for cigarettes joke or something. But
yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, and then I lost my way with my words, so I was just like, fuck it.
So none of the soldiers have really committed anything yet. Pyroclastic's gonna go behind Cafe. Fathom's also behind Choke, but Rebomb. A lot of red players dropping, and they have a soldier behind on blue too. Well, he comes back in from IT when they back out Choke, so I'm not gonna get anything for that. 3k for Whiteface, and again they back out, keep their med up, and recommit now. This time they're not gonna let them cap. With the demo still up, they thought it was fine to fight that time.
Yeah, they've done very well so far with this.
I think Rocker does play like really far back sometimes, so he's good at surviving stuff like that.
We have secured the control
Let's see
point.
if this works. Okay, I found it. All right. We're gonna proper aids. You keep casting, and I'll do my
Blue's peaking second here a little bit, even though they're at 50 dis-at. They lose a soldier, looks like they're gonna back out to last. I guess that was their sack. They're spamming for him, and TF2 team's already taking lobby. Looks like they're gonna go 3 with the Uber here. I hear Sentry going up. It's only level 1 right now. Oh, he might have moved it. Either way, it's dead. They haven't even Ubered yet. They're standing on point. They haven't even Ubered. Force comes out. Blinko dies in spawn. Everyone dies. This pretty quick, easy round there for TF2 team.
And if you've just noticed, I have gotten proper aliases for the teams. So now I know who everybody is. I do have to make one change real quick. Take us through the move.
Well, they're rolling out slow here. Looks like Blue Dad is trying another right mid. I think they've lost 3 of these right mids, so I think they've done right mid every time except for once. And I think their best mid was the left mid, but we see Pyroclastic Flow get a bomb onto #1 Rocker and take him down there. But in the meantime, Plinko also went down, so we're just getting some scrappy, low health fight right now. With Whiteface dropping, it looks like TF2 team's gonna decide to back out. Blue's still trying to pressure them here. Both players are pretty hurt. They might be able to get another pick. Don't want to commit for it. They're just going to cap and reset with even Ubers. So TF2 team can hold second here. Plinko is just rejoining the fight now, so they actually have like late heal this ad, not really usable. I expect teams to just... Oh, that's a sniper up on Dad. He's just watching Choke from the passive spot back there. But no one's really peeking it. Best bet would be a demo pick maybe. I don't know if they know he's there yet. I'm trying to get onto the crates right now, but messing up his jump.
I had player outlines working. They were the right color, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to use this.
Yeah, they're just going to use it. And I think they think they're Uber checking them. And I mean, they did Uber check successfully, 97. I wonder if Rocker got a head peek on Plinko there. I don't know why you'd go for a 10% ad bomb like that, but it works really well for them. And they actually fully wiped them with that.
Yeah, that is incredible play. Great Uber tracking
Either he
on the
got the
side.
head peek there, or
Or he is
someone's
incredibly
cheating,
confident
but
with that Uber tracking. So yeah.
or they just don't respect them at all. But you know,
Shout outs to #1 rocker. Maybe the second best med in the division behind yours truly, of course. But yeah, so that's going to be full Uber advantage and just peeking around in this last just to try to see if
well,
there's
they did
anything.
use, but it's still
Yeah,
50 ad or so.
something like that.
40 ad.
I just say words. I would.
Well usable ad, and they're taking lobby for it right now. They're doing a good job of getting moving quickly when they need to with these ads. So. Focus is heavy, runs into spawn. Everyone's in heaven, they can just stand on point. And it almost fully capped already.
Full collapse. That's going to be the map. 5-0 in favor of tf2 team.
About 15-minute game.
A 15-minute game. And while we wait, I am actually going to restart my game. So I will be right back.
Yeah, well, while the audience looks at a blank screen, I'll peek these logs and see if they can tell us anything.
Drop the logs in the chat, and then I will put them on the screen as well.
Besides the 8k damage out DM, Plinko only got 3 Ubers off. He never dropped, but they're just dying a lot on those small dis ads. And I think a lot in like all 3 post Uber fights, I think he died.
I love
Mainly,
that logs TF is taking 20 years for it to load. Can we buy these guys better servers?
sometimes it'd be like that. Seeing like huge numbers from Wide Face on the Pocket Scout there. Of course, he got 31% heals, but sometimes that's just how you play map like this. And big numbers out of Untamed on the demo, only dying 3 times, least in the server.
Bear with me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, because I will get those logs up post haste. See if it'll load for me now. Here we go. We are cruising. We are vibing. Yeah, 14-minute, 44-second game. Very, very convincing stuff out of the boys from tf2 team. And
Midi with 5 med picks as well.
okay, logs are up on the screen now. Yep, just I mean with a map like that and the speed at which it's over, it really what I was seeing, what made the big difference was certainly the mid fights. I thought most of the time when a TF2 team would win the mid, it was either just off the back of just raw DM, or sometimes you'd see they would kill Plinko, and then they'd have to back out. They immediately position themselves to back out, knowing that the next step is going to be an all-in 20-man stack for the med.
Mm-hmm.
So Rocker's survivability on these mids, keeping that Uber advantage alive for his team, was very, very good. And as well, I think, I said this towards the tail end of the match, his ability to uh, accurately track these Ubers. I want to guess that that quick Uber that they took when they were both at roughly even advantage was more his counting. But then also just looking at the combat stats, Whiteface going huge, 22, 10, and 5. Second top damage on the server behind Untamed, who went 11, 10, and 3, which is great numbers for the Demoman. Chill,
I think
you said who had the most med picks? Was it Chill or Midi?
no, that was Midi on the Roamer soldier there. Is he even Roamer? Maybe, I don't know. What
He's
soldier?
pocket actually.
Both soldiers are kind of roaming. It's sort of how it works when your pocket scope gets 31% heals, but
Yeah.
choke roamer and flank roamer. The other thing I was gonna say is I noticed like Dad 2, they get in these equal Uber equal number fights, and when they lose it hard. They're like full wiping repeatedly. And they're never really positioning themselves to get out after a couple players drop. And I think it's even sometimes, it looked like a couple times they sack just their roamer and then lose 3 people. So you don't really want that to be happening because then it's really, really hard to hold your next point.
All right, hold all those thoughts because we have just gotten a raid from Strongest Caster, who is Godfather, who just finished up an amateur stream doing an AM game. I don't know which game it is, but I hope it was a good one. We are watching the RGL IM Season 13 quarterfinals. tf2 team #1 seed versus Dad2 back with Milk #8 seed and Henry Kissinger death celebration party. That's right, he's dead, and we are overjoyed.
And
Honestly.
on that note, I got to get a refill on my celebration drink, so I will be back momentarily.
Very good. While he's doing that, so if you're just tuning in and you're like, hey, what are they talking about with those logs on the screen? Surely that represents the match that was just played. You are right. TF2 team with a 5-0 15-minute victory on Process. Very, very dominant. But we're now going to Gully Wash, which is the map pick of Dad2 back with Milk. So we have gone live. So I'm going to get back on the screen that I need to be. And here we go. Rolling out to mid. We are on Untamed POV. Sending those stickies towards Big Dior. Trying to see whatever type of damage that he can get. Soldiers bombing in very quickly. No
Doesn't get anything floated
cracks
to his
as
own
of
team.
yet. Blinko's actually quite weak though, so he's got to be careful. The damage is not on the side of, well, actually I lied, it's now on the side of them because TF2 team has dropped 3 Untamed.
Rocker is out of there. He's running. Way before his team was dead, he was out of there. I was gonna say they got Blue kind of got surrounded. They switched colors now. That's TF2 team. They were like on the other team's side of point and players from all directions there. So when their scouts dropped, #1 Rocker wisely just skedaddled. They're refighting already though. They'll get 2 picks. Red just sort of, Dad2 just kind of lets their 2 players die and leave. Oh, Rocker. Soldier was behind.
Yeah, huge flank came in. And that's going
Nobody
to...
cleared choke.
Yeah, it looked like he snuck in and was hiding up in River. Over near Big Door, just got a big door.
I don't think anyone rolled out that direction. I could have been wrong. I was not looking there, but Jaguar goes down and Force with your scout dropped. They're alone med soldier here. Players roll out. They still have 1 soldier behind also. He's getting rolled out on the roamer trade. The patented blank fight there. Untamed giving up choke too, so it looks like we're probably going to see Dad2 push in here if they notice that. No, they're rotating. They're giving them time to set back up.
Minimize this real quick. Yeah, now they're just getting set up. It is a slight ad on the side of Rocker. They do build quite well is another thing that I've noticed throughout the course of that process match. Just my general observation.
And they're watching all the doors, where Plinko seems to know or feel like they're on disad, and they're not on much disad, but they are playing in the passive position there, so. Meanwhile, TF2 team is shoving players behind flank, and Chill is all the way at last, but he ate a sticky, so. Let's see if,
There he is.
he was 1v1ing Jaguar Fiend, and Jaguar Fiend decided not to. Put it politely.
Well, now it's an even Uber situation. So they're actually busting through the choke right now. If they're wise, they'll wrap. They're going to use the Uber in the choke on the side of the Dad with Milk. And now all of TF2 team is wrapping and back capping. Jaguar Fiend is actually blocking the cap up on the high ground. Brilliant play out of him.
Midi,
and that's going to allow
meanwhile,
them
blocks the mid cap, but not enough.
It was enough because Jaguar Fiend, beautiful play, gets the block, gets the med.
And they get the #1 group pick, yeah. And why phase 2 hurt to fight here? Just Chill, just gonna run into their old team. Thinks better of it. I don't know why Red backed out there. I thought 2 looked really free for them, but I guess they're playing more careful this map so far. Deciding to play the ad, I suppose, but they had a lot of ground on second before they left there.
Yeah, I would have stayed in and I would have just taken the drive fight knowing that you're going to come up on Uber.
Well, it was like one 10 health scout who was in second. So.
Yeah.
And now they don't know they have ad. They got Uber and have stood around for 20 seconds. They're completely losing this ad. They heard number one rocker spamming uncharged voice binds at 40%, and they thought it was
the classic. 5 minutes in, and not a round drop so far, which
There's no way they don't know that's ad there, though, right?
They have to know it's ad unless they didn't hear Jaguar scream that he killed the med, which he should have been screaming. But now Chill is on sniper, almost gets the demo there. He did pick up a scout.
Just in shelter. I thought he was enforcement.
He did get a scout in the big door area, and he's looking to work himself wider in big door.
At least that was a counter set. Choke is kind of not heavily covered here. It is now.
Going for a wide peek, does not get the med, and he does not get out. Big rockets from Fathom, which is going to protect his team.
Buffing up for the counter here. He's just distracting. It looks like both soldiers commit, and he uses that. Save his demo. See if Plinko can manage to not have to force here. No, they're just going to decide to go for it.
Big pipe onto Rocker, misses second. And he missed. Oh, he connects.
You kind of want your scout to do that 4 damage, but nice pipe. One soldier hiding lockers. I would almost prefer my guy just live at last. And they're going to go main, so he's not even going to see him anymore. Actually stuffs the choke fairly well. Chill goes down in the defense. They got players on point already. And that's a round. They're dead too, so they're already doing better than last match. I thought they were playing overly cautious at points there, but they decided, you know what, we'll just focus on keeping our med alive, and it worked out for them.
By the way, if you're in the stream right now, please let me know how the sound volumes are and if I need to turn any of us up or down. Going to mid number 2.
Early soldier high bomb, half fade from tf2 team. He doesn't really do anything. Oh, Jaguar gets synced on a bit. This is really scrappy. It's hard to track what's going on. Looks like Dad2's decides to back out after their soldier dies there. And TF2 team just wants to pressure second already. But Plinko's safely in upper. Shouldn't be able to get on him here. Pick by Midi on the soldier. Double pick. That's 3 for 1 trade. Not what you want when you're holding your last. It should be like instant exchange here.
Yeah, well they're gonna take it in. They've got to use quickly. They're gonna use quickly. If they pick off the soldier, it's gonna be all worth it. The med does use. He's not on his demo. He finally flashes his demo. But
lots of spawns from red.
Yeah, the spawns are coming in. But they've got to be careful because the demo is trapping the point all over the place. They've dropped 3, and now it's just a demo and Plinko.
The point in both teams works out better for TF2 team. In fact, for all the spawns red had, they didn't manage to focus down any of the hurt players on TF2 team there, and there were like quite a few, but Rocker kept them all up, and nobody died, so like better focus fires coming in from TF2 team on that last fight.
We're going to mid number 3. I'm on the untamed cam. Again, sending some stickies through big door. Hits one soldier 50. Chill goes down really early to a pipe.
Jaguar Fiend is on the ground here. I don't know if he'll accomplish much, but they managed to float that soldier anyway. This time it's TF2 team is going to back out. I think he got hurt a bit, but nobody followed up.
And they're out quite early, which is very good for them.
He's even all the way to upper in case they push, which looks like they're going to.
Pyroclastic Flow is actually in behind too.
Through it has no idea Midi was right on his back, but they lose 2 for that though.
The soldier's in behind and he gets the drop. He gets 2 actually. Untamed and number 1 Rocker, and now it's just going to be a fight on second.
Not spot him there. This is like round is what this is.
Yeah.
There's not really anything they can do about that. They're just already 3x on the point. The soldier, yeah, he just came in and crushed them. He must have gone through.
He went through baby door and then into river. So that was a really smart heads up play by him. Pyroclastic Flow winning the
Gotta have
round for his
someone
team.
holding that lobby or big door. That doesn't happen.
On the Windex Furry Spider. What? Jesus, what is this alias?
Soldier drop down. I don't think he's spotted. I think he's fast enough. Oh, Scout does for sure know he's there. This
And
is
they're
uncanny.
taking the fight, but they're just collapsed on. The entire team walks forward, and they said, "Listen, you get 1 round, maybe you get 2 rounds, but you're not going to get 3 rounds." Somebody does have to cap on the side of TF2 team, which is going to be Whiteface. He is on the cap, and now everybody is in. They're just getting whatever crit heals they can deny. Is actually a very powerful strat if they can make it work, and they're going to back it.
Sniper on their right spawn.
He's swapped back to Soldier. It's time to buff up, get everybody fit and ready
Pyro
for the
in
fight.
Gutter. I feel like you don't push Gutter when Demo's up here anyway. Surely they go river. Yeah, they're going river. Pyro rotated for it though. They have spotted. See if he can deny much here.
Well, they get
Pyro's
2.
down,
Pyro's
they get
dead.
a focus
Soldier's
ball.
dead. They're
Oh,
pressuring
blue
this
Soldier's really hurt.
Soldier off height too, and it's
They're
oh
just gonna
this
play phones.
the sticks though.
A lot of players pretty hurt there again, and not really the focus fire, I don't think. Like, both those soldiers could have gone down if more than one player shot them.
Shout out to Antler sending drones to my house. What a great early Christmas present. Happy to hear it. Hope you're doing well, Antlers. Welcome to the 2-2 RGL IM stream. We are watching TF2 team versus Dads with Milk or something. And Untamed focused immediately gets
Bomb.
killed by Jaguar, and they're actually going to rotate all the way back while the rest of the team just cleans up the rest of the mid fight. That's going to be another wipe on the side of Dads to back with Milk. TF2 team really showing what they're made of. They're like, listen, we're here to play again. We're ready to frag. We're gonna kill everybody. It's so hard, by the way, to do the stream and the camera and cast everything at the same time. Oh, I haven't done this in so long. It feels so rusty.
Secret, or not in secret, in water right now.
And they're just
hold
gonna
this out again. We've seen this a few times.
they use it on the Soldier too.
They don't catch anything with their Uber.
They actually lose
can
2 on the
block
Uber as
or
well. They do
back
get
out
the
there.
demo, but the Heavies has shown himself from water. He actually gets juggled by the demo, and the demo gets a pipe off on the med and gets a pipe up on the scout, and is going to win the round. The demo actually
just kind of killed everyone while the soldier was
He-
distracted trying to take down Rocker.
he was not in that Uber, and he actually went through river into water. And once the Heavy was out of water on the point, he walks in and he's like, "Listen, 1, 2, 3, you're dead," and it's going to be 3-2 on the side of TF2 team. Started this game a bit rough, but now they're finally warming up into it. I'm going to be on one of the red soldiers for this mid. First soldier bombs in, focuses the demo, almost gets
got
Rocker.
right on Rocker, point blank rocketed him, but it was sort of like he had already used a couple of rockets on Untamed and was not really prepared for Rocker to be right there. And we see Red just full wipe again. That's like the 3rd mid in a row, maybe. They really, if they ever want to hold last, they have to stop being full disad after every mid fight.
Yeah, just they're not really. There's no answer to the question of aggression that TF2 team is continuing to ask of them.
And I think we're frequently seeing their scouts be like the first people dead, or one of their scouts anyway.
Yeah,
Which make really hard to get your med out too, because without the scout move speed.
and just the aggression that TF2 team is having against these guys is really unmatched so far. But they're going to go in through river. Nothing so far.
There's 3 players behind the Uber, which means they can just probably stand on the point, which they do. I'm seeing, I guess it's just TF2 team going too fast forward, but I'm not seeing like the off classes I usually expect on disad last holds. Like, I don't think, have we even seen a sentry this game?
No, we haven't seen a sentry. We've seen a Heavy. We've seen a
No, one
Pyro.
heavy in a weird spot. We've
Yeah.
seen Pyro not really get much done. And like I said, that Uber 3 players went behind into lobby, so they just stood on the point. Because they're trying something different, but it's not quite the right thing. We have one soldier up drop again. They know he's there again, but he's going to go down in the roamer fight. Down numbers on TF2 team. Jaguars 5 health in the other team's drop. Rocker's backing out with Untamed. They do get like another pick that they might refight. I guess not. No, there.
They've got enough that
Spawner.
they can conceivably like soft hold some of these chokes, but not even.
I
They're
thought they
just
might
all
get
in.
2 spawns, but they just got the one.
Yeah. But they're all up in river already, so that's a good fast rotation.
Oh,
Not
I'm
wanting to
saying
get
Wuggled
caught up
by a pipe
anywhere.
and then
Ooh.
that was unlucky.
This could be and should be Dad's 2 back with Milk's opportunity to get
And
back
Larry almost
into
beats
this.
there too. Soldier fell. There's our first sentry of the game. It's tf2 team defending us. See, they know. Even this level 1 sentry floating the soldiers like does delay. They'll save you some time.
Just something.
But again, this is even not
Ooh,
full.
that's
Not quite the same.
That was an interesting play there in river. But yeah, the sentry, just having something where it's just another thing you've got to deal with, right? It's an auto lock, automatically shoots something, you're taking damage. Oh, we got to get the sentry, right? You know, in these last pushes, there's like a hierarchy of things you've got to get. You've got to get that sentry, you've got to get that heavy. Can we get the demo? Can we get the med, right?
Yeah.
As long as
Those
that
level 1
sentry,
sentries have a deceptive amount of knockback too.
yeah, and they're also just fucking annoying. And now they've got the level 2 gun up. Can I get on the NG cam? Wide face on the engineer cam. Got to move that gear up indeed. And now we have pyroclastic flow on the sniper, which is going to be maybe their ace in the hole if he can ring some shots out across this last point. Hasn't found
Just
anything so
rotate it.
far. They now
Good
see him.
sniper.
So it's going
He's
to
rotated out. Going to river looks like.
well, he hits his first headshot,
It's on the soldier there.
and he
Oh,
gets
the
midi.
second one.
Yeah, nice shots indeed. He's going to be found out though by Gru, and
It was, I guess he was peeking pretty aggro, but
yeah, he
soldier
wasn't
goes down to the flare gun. I don't know what happened there.
powerful. They're just going to have
Score
to
shot
back
is
out.
allowed.
I know. When I'm an RGL admin, it's not going to be.
Is it
Arcade,
still
Arcade, if you're
it, like,
listening, I'm coming for you.
crits when it bounces on the ground, right?
Mini crits, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
knockback plus mini crits, which is very annoying.
You just completely miss a guy and it just does what you want it to anyway.
Yeah. They do have Gru on
You have a spy up, yeah.
2 spies actually. Gru,
Oh, one of them was
Bruce
checking.
spy
The one on
checked.
the last was looking, so they
And
should know if Fathom's on
they
spy.
definitely do.
Yep, Hyros looking for it.
Because
But he was hit by a rocket there too.
well, one of the soldiers immediately called spy as soon as he walked out of, and like, yeah, they're calling spy.
Well,
They
he's the one
know
who just smashed the gun, I'm
he
guessing.
has been found out. They just don't know where he is, Fathom. And he's, of course, he's on the cloak and
That's
dagger, which means,
spicy.
yeah,
If he just eats a fire, he can't even stab the med. I think usually I don't recommend this one for 6s because of that reason, but maybe he's going for the cap. The sentry goes down, but soldier jumps ring like he's supposed to quickly.
and they do get the
Wait,
Uber
both
out.
teams used, but
and
didn't even
both
notice the exchange
teams-
in the seven.
Yeah, well, you got the TF2 team trying to push out, and Dad 2 back with Milk, hiding up in river, just trying to get whatever space they can just to hold this.
TF2 team scouts are still playing Highlander at last, so it looks like there's no thoughts of pushing out here.
Yeah,
And why would they?
and 50 seconds, you know, you got 50 seconds, opportunity to send it back to the mid, and their mid fights have been so convincing across this entire series that it might
Timers
just.
are broken. Mine says 3 minutes and 24 still.
Mine has 40 seconds left on the clock. If you go in your console HUD_reload scheme, that will fix your timers. You are welcome.
They never used to fix it, so I didn't know that worked now.
Well, they're going to use it straight away. They actually have Uber advantage because of
pyro's
the
in
early
water, too,
use.
so you can't stop the Uber.
The gun goes down, the pyro goes down. They're getting the frags that they
Even numbers.
need.
They got
Can
the
they
NG as well.
get the-
Look at this cap time.
Oh, beautiful cap time. And that's going to be 4-3. This is a ripper of a match, ladies and gentlemen. 4-3.
6 health scout finishes capping.
Jaguar Fiend. He loves a goalie wash game, Jaguar Fiend does. He's been around for bloody ages too, man. So it's maybe it's one of those like knows the map like the back of his hand. Windex Furry
He's,
Spider getting to mid.
Definitely an old person team here. Both soldiers going drop down. I guess one decided not to. Oh.
Grew the first.
Pinhead Larry got air shot lazily there. But the other soldier's 11 health, stuck on the ground, waiting, hoping for an arrow, praying for an arrow. Not gonna get one.
Well, they pick up Flugel, so they're still looking to fight here if they can find
Power
their
God's
next
close, just
frag.
full single
And
drop
Whiteface picks up the demo. Plinko goes
goes
down
down
as
for
well.
a
Chill with
kill.
a huge I don't
And
know
now
where
that
he
guy who
was.
was still 11 health can't even bomb or anything. He spent the entire mid at 11 health standing and dropped down waiting for an arrow.
Bro, just move and start shooting your rockets. If you don't hit, at least you get back to the respawn queue quickly, which is what you need.
The control point is
It's
being
time to go
contested.
find a health pack.
Yeah, get a frag or get out is what I like to say. And now,
Seeing what we saw 3 rounds ago, full ad push. They do have NG up, and they might have time to put up some defense. Uber comes in. Both soldiers behind, and they're going to pick a scout. Sentry goes down. So they didn't really get anything with the Uber, and Rocker's really lit now. See if he can get out. Survives on 19 health.
Huntain picks up Jaguars with a fadeaway pipe on his way out, and he picks up
Oh.
Fathom too. Fathom opting to go for the cheeky market guard
So-
instead of just shooting rockets like a normal person.
It was looking really good for Dead too, with that between that ad and that huge numbers ad, but those 2 pipe kills just stuffs their push out. They're just gonna sit on last, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know if they still trying to push out. Jaguar's on spy, so that seems kind of maybe he's just checking.
Yeah,
They're
maybe
still
just
trying to push out. Yeah, he's just checking for off classes. Sniper up in choke on from Chill here behind Rock. Did they see him? I think
they're
know he's
using
here.
inside the choke. Can they pick? Pyro Classic goes down. Windex Fury also goes down as well, and they could get
Not dead on Rocker with
Chill
that Uber, and he's
here.
got Uber now.
Yeah, no, they're not going to get Chill here. The beef from Flugel is, and he's going to get sniped
Uber
on
sniper.
his way out.
Plinko goes down.
And they're not. They haven't capped second as well. This is going to be a free opportunity to run through
They're at
into
last.
last.
Oh, Soldier was just sitting there. Picks them both up. Oh, demo helps him demo there. Nice
Chill.
work from Power Caustic Flow. Chill's still in the sniper, still ringing out headshots like crazy.
He
here.
got the demo when he walked in, and then was like, never mind, I can't commit to this. But yeah, Pyroclastic Flow saving the game for his team with that med pick late on. It
I
was
was gonna
looking
say
so
round, but
good
yeah,
for.
that would be
Yeah,
the 5th round. So
that'd be the. Yep. No
would
win
be
difference
series.
here.
Is what that would be.
Yeah, series, match point, game point, something point. And they're starting their cap time. Chill is on the sniper
Fathom
still,
headshot,
and
nice
bam. Bada bing, bada
And
boom.
they have an answer to this buffed Chill sniper.
The Swedish Wonder Kid, Chill is. He's actually from Sweden. That's why I called him the Swedish Wonder Kid. Great guy, Chill is, by the way. Even though he likes playing Highlander, which is
Even though he's
unforgivable stream.
On backpack for some reason.
He's looking for that med pick. What does a backpack even do? It's like
If
a
you're
lack of
fully, you
knockback?
don't get aim punched if you're fully charged. It used to be good because it used to be you always don't get aim
Oh, he
punched,
gets
but
Plinko!
they like almost don't even kill him off that. LOL in the chat. You know, they're capping last well. Windex is stickying Shutter. Untamed doing his water play that worked last time, but goes down for it. Works out for Red, but that looked really dire for them. I didn't see who took down the blue soldiers, but that could have been really dangerous. Like I said, Windex Fury Spider there was stickying Shutter while there was players on his last point. He didn't even know. Chill up on Spy now. He's like not even playing Scout this map.
He's going full Highlander. It's all he knows.
They don't know he's here either, and Uber's coming through. 5 people through the same door.
He decloaks,
spotted.
gets down.
Probably got heard. I think he got heard there.
Yeah, he would have definitely gotten hurt. And they pick
Gru
up
gets Plinko with a
Plinko
big bomb. He
Gru
has
with
2.
yeah, he picks up Plinko and Pyroclastic Float. They've got it all in on Rocker, and he is bunkered up in this little corner, and he is gonna go down. The collapse is on, but can
just
they
DMing
win
now.
the post fight? It's
Nice stickies.
looking good for TF2 team. I don't
The players
know.
are pretty hurt, but Chill's coming in fresh. Should chase these guys out. Yeah, so Gru with the big, I'm just gonna jump directly into 5 players bomb that gets him 2.
And
Is
we
this a pause?
have a pause, yeah. We are going to the wire. There's a couple times. So there's something that we have called STV lag. We call it GG lag, which is when the game basically it uploads the logs to logs.tf, which causes the server to lag, which is then represented in STV because STV is part of the game server.
90 seconds earlier.
Yeah, and so sometimes you'll see a little stutter, and we don't mention it, right? We just like to keep it flowing. But there's been a
But
couple
that's not what
times
this is. This is
where
pause in 90
well,
seconds.
I'm explaining. Well, I'm getting to the pause, and so I was sometimes we're like, hey, there's STV, but you don't talk about it. So there's been a couple times where I thought we've had STV GG lag, but we haven't. So uh, evidently something's gone wrong for one of the teams because it's could either be 4-4 or it could be something where as a last throw of the dice, Dad 2 back with milk is trying to figure out something. By the way, Henry
Could
Kissinger
also just
died
be a
today, everybody, ladies and
also just
gentlemen.
be a technical difficulties pause, but
Maybe, but until then, Henry Kissinger died today, one of the great American war criminals responsible for some of the most heinous war crimes in all of human history. Died today at the age of 100. He's going to hell, joining John McCain. And we
you'll
are
love to see it.
we are overjoyed at this news here at twitch.tv/isjustjazzreal because we hate war criminals and we celebrate their deaths every opportunity. So if you can, if you're someone who likes to drink, drink. If you're someone who smokes, smoke. If you're someone like me who doesn't do either, uh, we're just going to have a good night. We're watching some great TF2. This has been a great, thrilling match of goalie wash in this IM quarter final, and I am
That's
quite
way
loving it.
closer than that process for map 1 was.
Infinitely closer. Much, much
Wondering
closer.
if what's your guess on the cause of this pause? Do you think that Dad 2 takes a round off this 20% ad and they attack pause on 4-4?
Um,
Make the series interesting if that's what it was. It's a pretty long pause so far, so maybe it is a technical issue.
yeah, I know some of the guys on TF2 team who I think very highly of, right? I've played a couple matches with them. I think they're all good lads. They can tilt and get very frustrated when things aren't going their way. Um, and
Whereas you assume a 50-year-old is untiltable.
yeah, if you're fucking Plinko, right? 50 years old, you got a mortgage, you got a wife, you got kids, you got a
If he's
well-paying work
tilting,
from
it's
home
not
job.
over a video game.
If he's tilting, it's it's much more serious than losing a video game. But we're gonna get the unpause here. I'm gonna refresh my HUD.
And it does look like TF2 team wants to hold mid, but they are refighting from Dad 2 here. Taking ground slowly, they're up their own side. Oh, Demo just goes down to chill with no follow.
They do pick up Windex Fury. Gru is bombing in. Pinhead Larry does not find anything, and instead, Dad 2 back with Milk is finding the frags. They could find Rocker here as well. Untamed disconnected from the beam. He falls down. He's 18 health below the point, and he gets found. So that is going to be a full Uber advantage for Dad 2 back with
It
Milk.
looked
They're
good for a
back
second there
in
for
the
TF2 team.
game.
And they got the demo pick right off the bat,
Our control point
but then it just kind of turned into disaster.
And so they've got to convert this Uber advantage,
Yeah,
and
they're
you would
taking
expect they
space
would
already.
full Uber advantage going into last. The team TF2 team does not have anything set up beyond a lowly pyro, so they're buffing up. They're looking like they're wanting to walk through Shutter. They're going to use.
Dicky's there, uses early fort. Pyro stuffs the Uber quite well here. Soldier on point meanwhile.
Find the
Heavy out
demo.
from the team.
Uber
Pyro's
is
still alive and still
fading.
airbox. They just cap.
Yeah, just simply
They got
walk.
Their combo didn't even get through Shutter, and a guy just capped instead because the heavy was in spawn.
There's a great lesson there to be learned.
Stand on the freaking point.
PTFP, play the fucking point. It's like
Jaguar Fiend again. He's just been on that point every last push, so doing the flank scout job.
he knows what
to
he's got
its
to
fullest.
doing his best Giggly impression without any of the charm. We love you, Jaguar Fiend, allegedly. But we love Giggly a lot more, and it's going to be a full convergence on the
demo
red Demo Man.
Hard bomb and choke there, but they are really hurt off that. Rocker gets kind of floated up into a scope down.
Uh-oh, Rocker goes down, and it is not looking good for TF2 team, and that is a wipe. Uh-oh.
This is the situation that Dad 2 found themselves in several rounds this game, but turned the other way now. So what we want to see from them is them go fast before TF2 team can set anything up. You gotta, stuff these spawn doors a bit, make sure there's no sentry. Pyro and G are up. Sentry and spawn door for now. It's a decent spot if that's all you got time for. I mean, it gets a bit done. Does
It was
not see
it
point,
was an
obviously.
interesting switch that they tried to go their side instead of going on their normal rollout, which they had been doing throughout the course of the match on the side of TF2 team. But it just gets stuffed. They managed to get the demo very early on, but that's all they wrote. They're gonna Uber in a triple Uber. They get the pyro
Pyro
very
goes down this
quickly.
time, yeah.
It's chill. They've got a level 2 up. They're starting to get some cap time.
Down.
TF2 team, they've got to be careful. They've
Med's,
picked up
Med's on
3,
this one.
they've picked up 4, they've picked up the full team, and they're going to hold the point, and they can,
Pretty decisively, and 70 ad, 80 ad maybe.
yeah, they can catch their breath a little bit, but it wasn't without its share
Mhm.
of heart palpitations, and they're going to deny 3 as well. Pyroclastic
It's a
Float
spy up.
is up on the spy, and they do
I don't know
have
if
a
he...
soldier hiding. Does he get anything? No, he goes down. He's
So
just
they're
not
probably
managed to
losing
find
2
the
off this,
med.
and they just have to back out. I was saying as they were trying to get in, you want to see him take space on last, and that's exactly what they didn't do, and they just gave him time to set up fully with the level 2 sentry and everything.
The Pyro did a lot of great work too by just stuffing that Uber incessantly. We've seen when that Pyro's up,
Okay.
trying to force your way through him is not always a great play. Just go through River. You'll
Spy
be
is still
fine.
behind, he's on the point. Trying to get on this medic, just
Ba-bum,
chasing them through the whole
ba-bum,
map.
ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
He can't get to the medic.
ba-dum. He gets the
Gets the demo.
demo, but they end up using in. Where am I button? There we are. They haven't found any sort of
I
chill.
broke off from the Uber into secret and just dies to a pyro there. Not gonna get anything on the Uber, nothing at all. The spy manages to switch off too. Wait, soldier hiding. Okay, he's just gonna not even. He almost got the roamer pick there, but he was hoping the med would walk through that door, but it's not gonna find anything. Another soldier here, trying to live. Nobody goes the way he wants it to again. You know, sometimes just 5 guys to the same door works. Sometimes it's awful, but sometimes it just works, and this seems to be what Dad 2 is sticking to this game.
Well, they're walking back in through the choke again. Chill is on sniper and forwards, and he does find them. He finds a soldier, but they end up using, and they're not going to be able to find number 1 rocker with this, who was
Frog situation, they're already coming back.
Is there a backup? There is a soldier bomb. What do they find here? Fuck, there's so much going on. I can't.
Uber running into Plinko. Surely they finish him off here.
Yeah,
there he
Plinko
goes.
does go down, and they're just chasing hard. Can they find this soldier who is chilling up in river?
He's trying to stop second, and I think he successfully does, yes.
He does pick up chill, so they are going to have to go back and
Lives.
start the cap. And he is re-showing himself, but a big pipe from Untamed straight into his face is going to pick up Fathom. And
I don't know if the refeed is the move there. He can just buy his team time and go help set up on last. But I guess he'll be up by the time they push.
yeah, I think there, just because of the Uber situation, going for a feed. If you get the med, fine. And he's already respawned for last, so he is groovy with the gravy.
River doesn't get the shot off.
And they're building extremely well here. They've done this throughout the course of the match. TF2 team has, where they've built really well, and I think
Where they actually build and the other team doesn't.
yeah, and I think they might start walking here. I would Uber check them because you've been Uber checking them so well, which it looks like is what they're gonna do. They're gonna walk through lower main. They pop through. They've got to be quick. Plinko does not have his Uber yet. Pyros goes down, and that might be all she wrote if they're not careful. The soldier is just standing there, is doing a great job at denying. And it's a 1v2.
Just Windex. The scout, soldier's 7 health, can't bomb him, but he can't. I don't know if he can do much.
Oh, does he? Does he get it? No!
What the hell?
That is
6
it!
health.
And that is going to be the series. That is the match. That is going to be TF2 Team 5, Dad 2, Back with Milk 4. And that was a very, very exciting game. Which both teams, if you're TF2 team, you're going to feel very well relieved. If you're Dad, you're going to feel disappointed. But, you know, if you're going to go out in a way, you might as well go out like that, putting up a hell of a fight. So well done to both teams. Congratulations on your seasons. Loot, your thoughts, my friend?
Well, you can't ask for a last fight closer than that one, but I guess Dad's not going to be happy about it. It actually almost is worse because then you're like, oh man, we almost, didn't lose there.
Yeah.
Really, really close map. I don't know if it's. I think this must have been. Yeah, this would have been Dad 2's map pick. So obviously they were confident on it, or possibly felt that the other team wasn't as confident on it. But looking a lot closer than process for sure.
Yeah, it was
I think they put up a good showing for an 8th seed team that also is getting out DM'd.
yeah, and you could tell that they really knew how to play goalie wash and what ideas they were trying to bring out into the match. I thought they played very, very well. They certainly made it exciting. I thought players like Jaguar had a lot of moments where you could really see like the type of
Successfully capping last, and they're pushing, successfully blocking second there when they were back capping mid.
yeah.
That was a big play.
And so we do have the logs up on the screen. I'm going to sort by DPM. Gru and Untamed going huge. Gru had a couple really, really good bombs throughout the course of the
I
match.
think
And we're
Gru
gonna,
did a lot of I'm just gonna go directly into the other team's face, and
yeah,
it somehow just worked for him. So I guess disrespecting the other team's scouts a little, maybe.
we call that the fuck it we ball type of play. Hold on, I'm going to type in the
It's the right
TF2 team
map to do
chat.
that on. If you're gonna disrespect scouts, I mean, if you try to do it on like Sunshine or Product or something, you'll just get floated and killed. But there's a lot of doorways here. It's a map made almost entirely out of big square doors, so sometimes you can get away with that.
Well, I'm going to invite the team. Drop my link in the chat. All right, I just dropped my Discord in the TF2 team Discord, and so we're gonna drag in some people when they get here. We've got Gru, and joining us on the cast now, Pinhead Larry. Gru, as we've come to know him and love him. How are you feeling after that? We're also gonna bring in Chill, the Swedish
Um,
Wonder. How you
uh,
guys feeling?
I mean,
Fun?
honestly though, it wasn't as clean. We felt pretty good on process, but goalie kind of messy for us. Even though goalie's pretty much our best map, as we thought, but it kind of got messy towards the end.
We had some choke plays. Things were not really going our way, but overall,
Tell us about that pause. Was that your team's tactical
that was
pause?
our
Yes.
team's pause. That was a tactical pause. We just needed a second to reel it in, take it all in, take a deep breath, go over strats, what's going wrong, how can we fix it?
So what did you
And
decide
eventually
to
we
do
did.
what did you decide to change for the next round after that pause?
One of our
Uh,
main issues was counter calling.
Hmm.
A lot of players were calling over one another, and the ideas were not necessarily connected.
Right.
And we just had to play more together. It sounds simple, but that's all it came down to.
Well, it certainly was an exciting match. Process was a lot of fun just because, it's fun to see a team just like, all right, this is our fucking map. We're gonna crush them, man. But then Gully Wash, it being so back and forth, such a close map, was a lot of fun to watch as well. I want to wrap this up real quickly because I want to go do other things with my night. But I'm very curious who, what you guys felt like both the team MVP and like the biggest moment of the match was. Starting with you, Chill. Who do you think your MVP? Besides, you can't say yourself.
Damn.
I know. We saw your plays. We saw the frags you were getting, but this is just Jazz TV, not whatever. Who's your
Gotta
MVP?
say, MVP's gotta go out to Whiteface. Whiteface
That's a good shout.
was clean and consistent throughout. Love the man, love the scout. Sometimes we overcall him, I'm sorry.
Is he your main
If we
color?
just listened to him, we'd 5-0 everyone.
Is he your main color?
yeah.
Yes, he is. Big play of the night. Well, there were many med drops and insane med kills.
I think the biggest play was Untamed and goalie last. I think he killed like 3 people trying to rush
He
him off
did it.
point.
Yes, he did that, and he also won us the last round, like with like
The time he
37
walked
health
into the
remaining.
water and killed everyone also earlier in the game he won around there.
Untamed has
Also,
been pretty good.
I think the MVP must either be like me, myself, or I. Those were pretty good players during the game because he was like did huge damage, huge bombs, huge air shots. As per the
Pinhead,
usual.
I like the part where
Pinhead,
you heard me say, and it can't be yourself, and then choose to commit anyway. I love that sort of self-confidence.
Yes, sir. Gotta have it.
Very good. And I guess from the other team, if you had to give anybody an MVP, because we're good sportsmen here, right? After the game's over, we're
Uh,
sportsmen. While the game's going, we're gamesmen, but
I don't know their names. I'm sorry. I look at the red players and I shoot them,
there we go.
but I don't know their names.
Is
Honestly,
there,
though, with the amount of times I've fed into them, I was probably their 7th player, so I would give it to me also.
I'd have to say, what is it? One of their soldiers is probably the MVP.
The
Hmm,
Goblin
He's
guy. He's pretty
doing.
good.
I don't know. I don't know which is which. I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either.
But one of their soldiers was putting in work, and like just doing great. Honestly, hard really to say other than that. He was the MVP.
yeah, that would be the Goblin guy. I was commenting right at the start of the series that I found him particularly annoying to play against this season.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. You guys can get some shout outs if you want really quickly. Go. Start with show.
Shout out to Miski Works. Thank you, man.
All right. Group, your shout outs.
Shout out to Midi for not mauling.
Is he normally mauled?
He's been
This is why
mauled
we
today
don't
during
let you.
NG.
This is why we don't let you interview, Pinhead.
Dude, they banned me from interviewing, dude. I had to get in when I could,
Yeah. Well, I know what it's like because I know the comms were gonna be fucking hyped, fucking yeah, testosterone pumping. You fucking stoked after you
You
win a
could
game
say
like
that.
that. So, no, you guys did very well. So congratulations. Rest up. Get ready for next week. And yeah, I'm gonna drag you out of my channel now. Goodbye.
Wait.
Or-
Before they leave, bring him back.
Never mind. Loot has a question.
I just want to take a look at the IM here. So your next series will be the winner of Griselda versus Skringus. Do you have any thoughts on those two teams?
Either
Griselda
way, we will
versus
absolutely
Stringus.
demolish them, dude. It'll be a slap in the face, dude. We're gonna shove them into the floor, and
I don't know.
It's
I
be
think
easy, dude.
Griselda probably has the upper hand there, but I could see Skringus pulling it off. Like I think that match is probably going to be the match of the season. Like I won't lie. If you want to like cast a match on Fireside, cast that match. That's going to be interesting.
Very good. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we got to do. We'll see what we have to do. We'll see what opportunities lie ahead for us. But now I'm gonna kick you guys out of my
Okay,
channel.
now you can leave.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just
no.
starting to roll them. Easy, 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 easy.
Shut up. Okay, thanks.
Have a good night, man. Goodbye. All right. Loot. I'll give you some shout outs and then I'll shout some people out and then we'll go and do other stuff with our life.
Shout out to Satan for reclaiming Henry Kissinger, and for Jesus Christ for being king, and also to Ice.
I like it. I'm gonna shout out. I got my long list of shout outs because you know who I am. Shout outs to both teams. Very entertaining match. Shout outs to all the boys on Bruh Moment, past, present, and future, including my buddy Loot. We love Loot here. Shout outs to all the guys at the soccer club I work with. Shout outs to this girl on Tinder that I've been talking with. That might be going pretty well here, I gotta say. And not just in a Tinder type of way. We'll see what happens. So, shout outs my cat Beans. We love Beans here. And shout outs my sister who turned 28 yesterday. And shout outs to my dad. Very good. All right.
And
We're
shout out to Z. We miss you, buddy.
And,
Come play with us
and
next
shout
season.
outs to Z and Ice. Shout outs to Z especially. All right, we're gonna go raid Fireside's cast on. So stick around and watch them. They're doing some invite playoff game that I don't know anything about. All right. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.